Hello amazing people! Welcome back to my blog. For today's journey, I'm going to share how we did our document checklist. So iisa-isahin natin siya and other supporting documents na kung paano namin siya ginawa, ipapakita ko din yan. So follow along! Okay guys, so moving forward sa document checklist, this is how we did it. Background lang about sa amin is we don't have dependent and we have no history of common law. So as you work through this step, put a check mark for each applicable item. So important note, if you cannot provide one or more documents required by this checklist, you must provide a detailed written explanation for each missing document. You must also provide any other evidence or documents you have available to satisfy these requirements. Okay, so the first part is to be completed by the sponsor. So, nung apply ako for my own permanent resident, ang status ko ay single and wala akong dineclare na history ng common law. So, the answer is no. Since yung principal applicant ko is never applied for a permanent resident visa. So, ang answer is no. So, moving forward for the document checklist, so put a check mark as well. Since kailangan siya sagutan lahat and then i-upload sa inyong online application. So guys, itong document checklist pala, ang ginawa namin is print muna namin yung form and then nilagyan namin yung ng NA or not applicable yung mga items na hindi naman applicable sa amin. So yan. And then yung IMM 1344, so this form must be signed by both sponsor and principal applicant. Application fees. So guys, sinama na namin yung RF or yung Right of Permanent Resident fee, tsaka yung biometrics to avoid delays in processing our application. So put a check mark then as well. And then financial evaluation. So only complete this form if the person you are sponsoring has one or more dependent children. Again guys, wala kaming dependent, so we wrote down NA, not applicable. And then for the class of application, so kung nasan ba si principal. So I'm currently living outside Canada and applying under the family class. Next is yung generic form IMM 008. Again, nasa mismong website na ito. Doon yun na siya sasagutan. And then country-specific requirements kung saang country naging resident si principal applicant. So, sa Philippines lang naman siya. Wala nang other country na naging resident siya. So, we just put NA, not applicable. Additional family information, 5406. So, put a check mark as well kasi kasama yan sa application namin. And then, 5669, schedule background and declaration. So, check mark. And then, relationship information and sponsorship evaluation, 5532. So, check mark. So, make sure the sponsor must sign the following section. Part A, number 9. Part C, number 12, and si principal applicant naman must sign the following section, Part B, number 5, and Part C, number 13. Use of representative 5476 is wala namang kaming in-appoint na representative other than myself, but still I'm not appointing a representative na nag-hire ako ng iba pa. So, I am not appointing representative. So, proceed to number 12. So, authority to release personal information to a designated individual. So, use this form if you want to authorize IRCC to give your personal information to someone who will not act as your representative. And that's not applicable in our application. So moving forward for the supporting documents, ito yung mga supporting documents for sponsor. So status in Canada, I am permanent resident of Canada. So I did a scanned copy ng front and back of my permanent resident card. So are you the sponsor Canadian citizen living outside Canada? I'm not a Canadian citizen and I'm inside Canada, so the answer is no. So third question, do you the sponsor and the person you're sponsoring have a children together who may have a claim to Canadian citizenship? Again, we have no dependent, so the answer is no. Next question. Previous relationship. Are you the sponsor currently married to anyone other than the person you're sponsoring? Of course, no. Char. Have you the sponsor previously been married? Previously been sponsored yourself or permanent resident? No. Previously married? Of course, no. And have you the sponsor ever been in a common law relationship? Again, wala kaming history ng common law, so the answer is no. Another thing na kailangan i-provide ni sponsor is yung employment or source of income. So if you're working in Canada, provide an original letter from your current employer. So ask for a certificate of employment or letter of employment stating your period of employment, salary, regular hours per week. So put a check mark and check mark for that section. And then of course you also have to provide your recent notice of assessment or yung NOVA, and make sure include yung 150 line or yung total income. And then for the supporting documents ni sponsored person naman or yung si principal applicant, first is yung identity documents, travel documents, and passport. So check mark, most recently issued passport or travel document for you and all family members who will accompany you to Canada. So guys, sa amin wala kaming dependent, so ang recent passport copy lang ni principal applicant ang pinasa namin. So, yun nga guys, i-double check nyo yung passport nyo. Make sure na hindi pa siya papa-expire. At kung papa-expire naman na yung katulad nangyari sa amin is, mabuti nang i-renew nyo na guys. Diba nasama pa yung scan ng buhok ko? Nasama pa sa scan. Lol. Anyway, birth certificate. So, we also provided birth certificate from PSA. And then if we sit in the country-specific requirements for your country or countries of citizenship or residence, so neither of the above applies to principal applicant. Civil status documents, check mark. So if you, the principal applicant, are legally married to your sponsor, provide your marriage certificate or other proof that you're we provided marriage certificate from PSA and advisory on marriages from PSA as well. So previous relationship, all of these, none of the above apply to us. So additional information about children, again guys, wala kaming dependent, so we put NA for all of them. Next, police certificates and clearances. If you're thinking about police certificate na nakukuha nyo sa City Hall, it's hindi po yun. It's the NBI. So, put a check mark, and then the country where you or they currently live, if you have lived there for 6 months. So, si principal applicant ay nasa Philippines lang naman. The country where you have lived most of your life since the age of 18. So, Philippines. Guys, kung kayo ay naging resident or naging OFW ng other countries, you also have to provide police certificate from that certain country. Hihingan din nila kayo. Next is photos. Again, ito yung for my format na mention ko from my, again, I think from my first blog. Ayan siya guys. May specific format. Yan yung may kailangan may stamp or information ni studio, name ni principal applicant, birthday ni principal applicant. Medical examination, we just leave it blank kasi tsaka pa lang naman sila mag-send ng instruction about medical examination once you got AOR. Sunod-sunod na yun guys. PR, MR, something like that. SA, sponsor approval, yun. So, sunod-sunod na siya. And then, proof of relationship to sponsor. Put a check mark as well. So, first question is, are you and your spouse currently living together? The answer is no. Nasa Canada ako at siya ay nasa Pinas. So, kailangan namin mag-provide ng proof of contact, letters, text messages, emails, or social media conversation, or other documented proof of contact between you and your sponsor. So, provide a maximum of 10 pages. So, just make sure na you must provide certified translation in either English or French of all proof of contact documents that are not already in English. And guys, this is how we did our proof of contact or your proof of conversation. As you can see, most of them are from our Facebook Messenger. And then, sa last part, nag-add lang kami ng mga little notes namin dati. Ayan. And then guys, and I think nasa 13 pages yung nagawa namin. And it's okay. And guys, you can also include yung mga call logs nyo na kahit umabot pa yun ng mga 3 hours or puro tawag lang yung nasa like Facebook Messenger nyo. You can also include that. And then, proof of your sponsor's visit. So, ito naman, ang pinasa ko ay yung copy ng ticket ko nung umuwi ako ng Pilipinas. Next is, so, letter B. Do you and your spouse have any children together? Answer is no. Letter C. Is this a first marriage for both you and your sponsor? Answer is yes. And letter D, have you and your sponsor been married for a minimum of 2 years as the date of application? So we just got married this year 2022. So the answer is no. So check here if you answered yes to all 4 of the above question. Letter A to D. So hindi namin siya chinek kasi hindi naman all yes ang answer namin. So since hindi all yes ang answer namin, we have to provide photos of your wedding, any celebrations, or outings, engagement. So provide a maximum of 20 photographs to support your relationship taken different times and places. So write your name, write principal, applicant name, date of birth on the back of each photo, and provide a brief description about the picture. So, ito yung ginawa namin guys for 20 photos. Ayan. Ito yung format na ginawa. Ang ginawa ko is from Word and then transfer ko siya sa PDF. Reason why is because mas mababa ang storage ni PDF. So, principal applicant name, date of birth, and then sa side na lang namin nilagay yung description about the picture. So, when, where, ito yung name ng restaurant, and then city, and then yung country. So, ayan guys. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang format na ginawa ko is sunod-sunod yung yung date niya. From 2015 up to the present. Ayan siya guys. So, yung iba, kinulage ko na lang din. Ayan. Tapos, meron naman yung iba na as our description, sinama ko yung mga name ng kung sino yung nasa picture. Ayan siya, guys. Ang size pala nung itong mga to, like yung first part is 3R, I believe. So you can use 3R or 4R for the size of your photo. And of course, other than 20 photos, select at least 2 of the following 4 options and provide the documents requested for each. Kung isa lang ang mapoprovide nyo sa section na to, you have to, if you did not check at least 2 boxes, yun nga, kung isa lang. So you have to check this. I am unable to provide documents from a minimum of 2 of the above sets options. I am instead submitting a written explanation for why these are not available. I'm also providing any other evidence I have to demonstrate that my relationship is genuine. So ito yung mga provide namin, guys, yung important documents for you and your spouse showing that you are recognized as each other's spouse, which is yung life insurance namin, life insurance niya sa Pinas na kasama yung name ko, and yung life insurance ko dito sa Canada na may kasamang name niya as my spouse. And then documentary evidence of financial support between you and your sponsor and or shared expenses. So sa shared expenses, sinama namin yung during our civil wedding, yung shared expenses namin, yung joint bank account namin. Ito siya actually, sorry, kailangan nilitan ko na lang kasi syempre yung mga details. But anyway, ito nga yung shared expenses namin ng civil wedding joint bank account, yung statement, and then yung mga resibo namin, resibo ko nung nagpadala ako sa Pilipinas. So I think it's 27 pages, at least 27 pages ang ginawa ko. Then other proof that your relationship is recognized by your friends and family. Example, yung letters from friends, social media posts showing a public relationship. So for this one, guys, ang ginawa ko ay at least 10 pages. Again, ano siya, from Word ko siya ginawa and then transfer ko lang din sa PDF. So ayan siya, guys. Proof of relationship to sponsor. Ito yung format na ginawa ko. So, sinama ko lang yung mga comments din ng mga friends namin. So, as you can see, naka-translate din siya sa English. If you guys notice sa mga sa Facebook, can actually see translation, then mata-translate na siya sa English. O kaya, once na ni-right click mo yung mouse mo, and then meron tong option na see translation. Tapos yun, magta-translate na yung page into English. So, ayan, guys. Yung 10 pages na ginawa ko for that showing public relationship. And then, don't forget the last part, page 10. So, application to sponsor, kung may, triple check nyo, guys, kung napirmahan ba ni sponsor and principal applicant yung IM 1344, yung IM 008 kung napasa nyo ba. So 008 dependent, not applicable, so siya yung may check mark. IMM 5532, page 3, question 9, page 8, question 12 para kay sponsor, page 4, question 5, page 8, question 13 para kay principal applicant. And then yung 5406, kung nasagutan ba ni principal applicant, yes. 5669, kung nasagutan ni principal at napasa ni principal applicant, yes. 5476, use of representative is not applicable. 5475, not applicable din siya. So that's all. That's everything for this document checklist. I know, mahaba. And thank you sa mga patience sa mga taong may patience to go through with me sa pagsagot nito or sa pag-discuss. So that's all for now, guys. For my next video, I'm gonna show you kung paano naman namin sinagutan yung other forms. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye for now.